That's LAPD group stalking. And this is what they're continuously doing. This is called crossing a path. This is demonic activity while they're engaged in what is state surveillance. This is criminal surveillance. That's called crossing a path. This is what they're continuously doing too. All right, this is the specific environment where they're engaged in that ongoing state surveillance. And this is, again, what Dominic Choi's Los Angeles Police Department is devoted to 24 hours a day. And that's why Dominic Choi's position as chief of police will be permanently removed. And you're talking about what is diving into permeating the lives of the men and women of the Los Angeles Police Department that are the template for what these corrupt law enforcement agencies in the state of California are engaging in. That's a third-party group stalker crossing path and engineered light monitoring with the LAPD that's flying over in helicopter while they have two shadows. Okay, they're walking in engineered light. This is the pattern of conduct that's underway. The entity is maintaining a specific environment, a shadow in front, a shadow behind. The shadow moves, it reaches up across a wall. The entity is maintaining ongoing light activity. Pay attention to the shadows on both sides. That's light activity creation. That's group stalking in concert with the entity that's using helicopters. Okay, stalking together, just doing laps back and forth over and around my apartment while they're also listening to me and any and everything that I do that these demons are hostile about. They'll engage in the same thing, flying over again, amplifying it. This is what they're doing at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning as well, while they're hostile, while they're listening to me sleep sweetly, and they engage in what is interrupting my sleep. Through that, federal group stalking and monitoring is also an unreasonable nuisance that they're necessarily engaging in while they're group stalking with the people of the state in the specific environment. It is currently 8:09 p.m. That is the entity that's group stalking on Alvarado crossing path, engaging in a sex offense. Dominic Choi it's documented the Los Angeles Police Department, whose lives will be permeated based on the threat that they pose to the public, both because they are federally engaged in federal group stalking and monitoring in concert with the people of the state. You are a threat, and you are literally you're a liability, you're an infection to American society while you're engaged in the criminal act of federal group stalking and monitoring and federal stalking. You're literally the criminal that are supposed to be executing justice and law. They have a position that is entirely opposite of that. They are literally an infection to the public. In addition to the fact that they're engaged in a criminal act, which is a matter of public corruption against an American citizen, all of them together, okay? And they're doing so in an entirely demented way. This is why any police chief, including Dominic Choi, is immediately losing that position. This corruption is occurring on his watch, and the chief of police are not ignorant. This is a state system, and how are you going to address it? First of all, whoever is in a position of leadership, this criminal conduct is occurring on your watch, you will be held accountable for it. You're going to answer questions for it, and you're done with that position. In addition, the men and women of those departments, their personal lives, because they pose a threat not only to the public, but in their personal lives. They're married to people while they're engaged in going onto the job, and your job is to engage in state surveillance. You're supposed to be executing and enforcing and protecting, okay? Serving and protecting, not group stalking and terrorizing. Okay, so they are terrorists in their personal lives of those whom they are around. Okay, these are ticking time bombs, and you're going to neutralize that threat. So now I'm talking about the aspect of federal prosecution. Yes, they're done with law enforcement. Yes, they are facing federal prison. Yes, they will be disbanded. But you're talking about we're going to trickle down into the details in every which way that they are posing a threat to the lives of those who are within their circle of influence, within arm's reach for them to threaten them. Okay, and that includes minor children. That includes whoever it is that is within their reach that they are, by the way, simultaneously posing a threat to by virtue of the mental illness of a demon-possessed person. That is as a part of a law enforcement agency whose job is to devote 24-hour surveillance, just on the watch, wearing diapers so that they engage in ceaseless surveillance, serving no legitimate purpose whatsoever. As a corrupt government that's committed to that. It is currently, by the way, this is, again, an entire department that's engaged in it. It's 8:11, and you're looking at demonic pacing. There's also demonic pacing on the ground while you're looking at the light activity. The light activity is showing a shadow that's behind, then in front. As they continue moving, their shadows are on both the left and right side of them. This is a demon that's pacing around. That's not exercise. All right, and that's why everybody that lives at the crime scene is going to federal prison. And then they're also monitoring with the demons that are pacing on Alvarado Street. That impunity, the people of the state that live at Alvarado Gardens are going to be prosecuted for that. That's called ceaseless and an intolerable level of criminal facilitation, and that's why you go to federal prison. All 59 units are engaged in ongoing group stalking while I continuously capture the entity stalking in a helicopter. That's the state that's threatening your life, keeping you under surveillance, sexually violating you while keeping you under surveillance in the private space. Every aspect of your private life is absolutely removed, and you never consented to that by virtue of moving into the neighborhood. Okay, the entity is engaged in that ongoing sex offense as one, that ongoing terrorism as one. And this is all occurring on the watch of Dominic Choi, and do not miss that, because Dominic Choi is going to pay the penalty for this criminal conduct that the Los Angeles Police Department is engaging in. And it's a state system. It's revealing what is public corruption. All right, it is currently 8:12 p.m. This is P.O.C.